Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and as promised, here is the top 10 video for my top 10 favourite decks that my dear friend Express Gaming used or still uses to this day. Yeah, these are the absolute top favourites which I enjoyed playing against the most, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So in at number 10 is Sous Ships. I really do like Sous Ships. I love that Konami made an archetype based off sushi. I think it's really funny and really cool. It's a really fun rank 4 spam deck. I don't know if I'd be able to play it myself, so I don't fully understand some of the plays that are done to get monsters on the field, so I just generally take Express Gaming's word that he knows what he's doing. I mean, yeah, the field spell can be a bit of a problem when I pop an extra deck monster or something and pay life points equal to its defense points, but it's not a big deal at all. It's just an absolute privilege and pleasure playing against it, and it's something I probably would play if I wanted to, but like I said, I'm not interested in building any more decks, but Sous Ships very enjoyable. Like, maybe one day I'll borrow his deck and use it in a duel, I don't know, but obviously I'd need to learn how to play them myself. All in all, it's fantastic and one of the greatest rank 4 or rank 5 decks there are, and I know he's excited for the new spell in an upcoming set. I think it's Cyberstorm Access, I'm not sure, so yeah, hopefully they will get more spell and trap supports. Number 9, Pure Dangers. Yes, he actually did have a Pure Danger deck. I can't remember if he put in monsters from other archetypes though. I know, I think he said he wanted to try playing Slifer the Sky Dragon in it, considering it's his favourite god card. But even so, the dangers on their own are amazing. I mean, yeah, they've been used and abused in OTK decks, like the one with Firewall Dragon before it got banned, and used in combination with Dark World, which of course is a deck I fucking hate, but I do really like the dangers. I love their concept and design, Mothman being my personal favourite one, and they actually are a lot of fun, like so much so that I decided to play them myself in the form of Hands of Danger. Like, I wanted to play Dangers in something, I wanted to play Fire Hand and Ice Hand in something, and then I thought, wait, what if I could combine them? And it does work. But of course I already talked about that already when I did that 6 video list on my top 60 favourite decks of all time. Yeah, I do enjoy playing against his Pure Danger deck, or I did when he had the deck. And that's all there is to it. Number 8, Noble Knights. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is annoying when Morgan and Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning get used, but other than that, I do really like Noble Knights. They're really cool, really awesome, and of course I ended up playing them myself in 2015 and would bring the deck back on and off, although I haven't played the deck in real life for like just over 4 years now. I'm pretty sure I sorted my Noble Knight core out to Gamer Central. I can't remember. All the same, they're really cool. Light is a favourite attribute of mine, and I generally like warrior-based archetypes, especially if they involve knights, which is really cool. I also love how they're based off King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I think it's a great concept. Same with the whole archetype, really. I mean, there was even someone I knew who said that Noble Knights should have a link-free monster, which I do agree with. But will it happen? I don't know. Will they get any other support in the future? Who knows? It would be cool to see. They're difficult to play against, but it's still very much enjoyable. Number 7, Mirror Force Dragon. Yeah, this is one of his coolest and most original decks ever. Mirror Force, one of my favourite traps of all time. I love that it becomes a dragon fusion monster. And Mirror Force Dragon, I say, is I guess the best Critias fusion, if not one of the best. And it's really cool that he made a deck based around it, and had a way to easily access it with Mirror Force Launcher. Of course, it also helps that Mirror Force is at free. I mean, back in the day, I never thought that would be possible. I'm trying to remember when Mirror Force did go to free. I think it was on the July 2014 list. I can't remember. I know it was semi-limited on the September 2012 list, but it's just crazy to think that once upon a time Mirror Force was limited for such a long time, and there were the 2 periods where it was banned. Anyway, yeah, I know obviously he needed a lot more in the deck to make it work, like randomly throwing Blue Eyes White Dragon and hand monsters, which is fair enough. I mean, whatever works for him. Yeah, I very much enjoyed playing against it, despite his very tricky effect. Yeah, you've got to really think how to play around it, really. It's not easy trying to find a way around monsters without attacking or targeting it with card effects. Let's see. Yeah, just nukes the opponent's field. Whenever any monster you control is targeted for an attack or by an opponent's card effect. And it's not even once per turn, which is rather insane. Yeah, I of course ended up playing it myself in my legendary knight deck, just as an extra, because why not? Number 6, Slifer the Sky Dragon. You know me, big fan of the Egyptian gods. Even though Slifer isn't my favourite one, that goes to Obelisk, Slifer is just awesome as well. yeah, it's a cool, fun deck to play against as well. Like, and yeah, at the time of recording, it's still in the works. I know he still needs things like Guardian Slime and Egyptian God Slime, which are going to be the toughest cards to get hold of. I mean, I've been keeping an eye out in binders, but no such luck. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long before those cards are reprinted, because I'd love to see the deck in action again, and yeah, see Slifer support cards get used. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. Number 5 is his Yusei Fudo / Stardust deck. I know he's a big fan of Yusei's cards and just the 5Ds era in general, plus Stardust Dragon and the upgrades. I can relate. I mean, Stardust Dragon is my favourite synchro monster. But yeah, it's really fun playing anything that involves Yusei's monsters, really, whether it's junk and debris, synchrons, or his modernised Yusei deck based on Master Rule 5, and of course his Stardust deck, which it evolved more into. Even though I don't like it when Quasar Blazer or Majestic Shooting Star Dragon come out, it's still a fun deck to play against. I love any matchups involving it, and yeah, it's just great. Number 4, Vision Heroes, as in pure Vision Heroes. Because what can I say? Big fan of Heroes. And I do love that he made it pure and ran like pretty much all of them, not just Vion, Faris and Increase, and the only 2 fusions we have. Again, it's really cool, it's really original. Love to see it in action. I mean, yeah, he brought it back recently with some Elemental Hero cards, but just the concept of Vision Heroes by themselves is just amazing and very enjoyable. Hell, I even played them myself on Edo Pro. I don't think I'll ever play them in real life, but but they're still really awesome and really fun, and it's nice that they have a chance to shine by themselves. And again, any matchup with them is just great, and I love the concept as well, just becoming continuous traps, and even having a Witch Raider just get tribute summoned easily by tributing them, which is really awesome as well. I don't know if we'll get any other support cards in the future, including new fusions, but like if we do, it'll just be fantastic. I look forward to it. Number 3, Rainbow Neos. Yes, he actually did have his own Rainbow Neos deck once upon a time, which is pretty surprising considering that in more recent years he doesn't seem to be a fan of it, or at least he doesn't seem to like it when I use it. But anyway, what can I say? Like I said, big Vision Hero fan, so not just Vision Heroes. Rainbow Neos is one of my favourite fusions in the game, and one of my top 10 favourite cards overall, and it's become one of my free signature decks, and it's actually nice and refreshing to play against someone else using Rainbow Neos, because you don't see a lot of other people playing it. It's very rare. I know there was Margin Sage of Darkness, but he seems to have disappeared off the face of the earth, along with another YouTuber who played it alongside some Cyber Dragon cards, like in the late March 2010 format. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But even so, playing against another Rainbow Neos deck is very refreshing. Like, come to think of it, I actually can't think of anyone else who actually plays a Rainbow Neos deck. I feel like I'm the only one who does. I mean, maybe someone else on YouTube does, but I just haven't bothered to look, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, it is enjoyable playing against it, despite the fact that his effects can put me in a pickle, but you know, it's easy to bounce back. Then again, it depends what I have. Number 2 is another hero deck. Honest Hero. Yes, he basically played a generic hero deck, pretty much focused on using Elemental Hero Honest Neos, really, which I thought was great. And I love that he included Flame Wingman and Shining Flare Wingman as well, which was really awesome. This was more round about the time, or just after Honest Neos first came out, and I have to say, just in general, he's become a big help for heroes in general, and can help overcome obstacles which make it so they can't use spells, you know, like the Luxuria Beast, for instance. I don't like how it can be used to protect a Dark Lord from an attack, but other than that, like, it was a really cool deck, again very original, and yeah, that's all there is to it. And finally, in at number 1, my absolute favourite deck that he plays is, of course, his Blue Eyes deck, his signature deck. Because like I keep saying, although I'm more of a Dark Magician fan, I still really like Blue Eyes White Dragon, hence why I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck as well. But yeah, it's just such a cool deck. I love Blue Eyes matchups. Not so much if Hope Harbinger comes out, of course, but other than that, it's really great and really thrilling, especially when I'm playing an old school boss monster deck as well, like Dark Magician. But yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic and fun, and again a privilege playing against his favourite and signature deck, and I look forward to more matchups to come. I'm trying to think what decks I haven't used against it. Obviously there's been the big 3, there's been my cat deck, there was Jinzo in that one singular duel of that Halloween gauntlet, which was kind of a bad matchup for Jinzo. And there was one of the Team Sorcerer's Anniversary Battle Royals where I played my Crystal Beasts. I think I used Summon Skull against Blue Eyes as well. I can't remember if it was a match or a singular game. Red Eyes I've definitely used against it, I'm sure. I don't know, I'll have to see what else there is. And yeah, that is it for the list. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, I know I did miss out his Dark Magician deck, as he also plays it, or did play it, and here's the thing about that, like, I would have put his Dark Magician deck on the list, but like, the problem is that it's basically more of Dragoon dot deck. Yeah, he only has one, but it's just the fact that it plays Dragoon and Magician's Right Hand just doesn't really make his Dark Magician deck an enjoyable matchup anymore, which I'm sorry to say. I mean, I usually like playing against other Dark Magician decks, but like I keep saying, Dragoon and Magician's Right Hand just frustrate me too much. Yeah, hence why when that mirror match was requested, I used Dark Magician Kaiju mode, because like, it was the only way, it was the best way I could think of, so I could actually have a chance against that deck and overcome Dragoon. Yeah, shame really. I mean, if Dragoon was either banned or just never existed in the first place, then I would have put his Dark Magician deck at number 1, or at the very least number 2. I don't know. I think I can at the very least give his Dark Magician deck an honourable mention. Anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for this top 10 video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment, share and subscribe if you haven't subbed already. I'm so close now to 300 subs, like I'm on 276 at the time of recording, so let's get those numbers up. As yeah, with each subscription I get, you guys are the real stars of the channel. Anyway, thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.